Truth Unveiled here, and today I have some very urgent reports to share with you because not one, not two, but three volcanic eruptions happened in three different continents this past weekend, not to mention the cyclone that happened in Bangladesh. That and more to come, but everything is okay. That's what they want you to believe. I'm here at Sky News and it says volcano covers Costa Rica capital with ash, and it says ash and dust coats buildings in San Jose, with hundreds of people flocking to hospitals suffering breathing and skin problems. And not only that, the volcano was so bad and the eruption was so bad that the air reeked of sulfur and residents had to wear masks in order to protect themselves from this volcanic eruption. Oh, but everything's okay according to Mr. Obama. Everything's okay according to world governments. It's not looking like it. It's time to wake up and see the bigger agenda ahead of time. Now, it's no coincidence that three different volcanoes would happen on three different continents on three separate occasions, all in the same weekend. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. Now, I'm here at RT News, and the reason that I'm here is because look at the headline. Hell opens, Costa Rica volcano erupts, spewing ash column of smoke. And you can see the pictures of the volcano for yourself. It's not looking good to me, is it? Oh, but that's not all. We're just getting started because I'm going to be sharing with you all of the world events that have been going on in this past month so that you can see exactly what time it really is, because mainstream media is not telling you these things. Sure, they'll tell you about, oh, this volcano over here, or oh, that one over there, but three volcanoes on three different continents in the same weekend doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Especially when there were some church burnings that occurred in three different continents just 3 weeks ago. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. But I'm here at The Guardian and it says deadly volcanic eruption in Indonesia leaves village swamped by ash. There have been several deaths and serious injuries after Mount Cinnabon unleashed a series of eruptions on Saturday this past weekend. And it says the death toll from a volcanic eruption in western Indonesia has climbed to 6, an official said Sunday, with fears more could have been trapped by the hot ash. Now, it's no surprise that we're seeing all of this occur and take place at such a level like this and at such an unprecedented level. And like I said, the question we should be thinking about is why all of the uptick in all of the volcanic activity and the earthquake activity and everything else that we're seeing worldwide. And I'm going to show you some even more things that are going on worldwide that you need to know about, and that's really very important because, like I said, mainstream media is not going to tell you all of these things and put them together. That is why you need to know and be awakened to the world around you. Now, here I am at CTV News, and it says Mount Etna erupts, spewing lava into Sicilian sky, and I'm going to leave the links below so you can take a look at them on your own. Now, it's interesting because this volcano erupted in Italy on Saturday morning around the same time as a full moon, and like I said, this volcano erupted in Italy, which is in Europe. The other volcano that erupted in Indonesia is in Asia, and the first volcano that we looked at that erupted in Costa Rica is in North America. So we see all of these volcanic eruptions in different places worldwide. What is really going on is the question. I've also talked about some of this in my reports from last week about all of the state of emergencies that have been declared worldwide, and I most notably talked about the ones that were declared in France and Palau, as well as the one that was declared in Venezuela, and I'm going to go over a little bit more about what's been going on in Venezuela later on. But is it a coincidence that that's all we're seeing? Now, this state of emergency that's been declared in France for the French protests and everything, or rising protests, is supposed to stay and expire until May 26th. Of course, that's what they're telling us. But like I said, why are we seeing this even rise even more? And like I said, when you see what's been going on in Venezuela, then you start to wonder exactly what they're getting ready for, because it's all preparation for bigger things ahead. Now, this report says Venezuela food crisis forces Coca-Cola shutdown. Firm stops production over sugar shortage as country faces one of the worst economic crises in recent history. Did you hear that? One of the worst economic crises in history. And not only that, but we know there's other economic crises going on in places around Europe as well as China. Their economy is not doing so well as Japan's economy too. World economies are tumbling worldwide, but are you paying attention to it? But it goes on to say and talk about that what Coca-Cola, the US-based multinational corporation renowned for its sweetened beverages, has halted all production in Venezuela due to a severe shortage in sugar, the latest sign of what some are calling the worst food, power, and economic crises plaguing the country in recent history. What are they getting ready for? And you can see right here that it even says on the picture, many people cannot afford to wait for hours in queues at markets. And this picture comes from Reuters, and you can see all of these people waiting and standing around, waiting for food and water and everything. And you don't think that's coming to America? They're already testing that with long lines at airports, and you can watch my report on that for more, as well as my other Venezuela reports and reports that I've done on Venezuela, so that you can see the bigger agenda and so that you can see what's going on and so that you can see that they're preparing to bring this worldwide. And yes, that includes America. So if you're still sitting there thinking, oh, I feel sorry for those people, oh, that's just too bad for them, I'm telling you, it's time to wake up now and think again, because it's only a matter of time until it hits a city near you, a neighborhood near you. The question is, are you ready? Now, I would also like to talk with you about some of the other things that have been going on this month and other world events that have been going on in just this month alone. Now, I'm here at the BBC and it says Cyclone Roanu, 500,000 flee in Bangladesh. And this cyclone just hit this weekend. Is that a coincidence? But it says Cyclone Roanu has pounded coastal areas of Bangladesh, forcing 500,000 people to flee their homes and leaving at least 24 dead. It made a landfall at noon local time on Saturday, causing floods, landslides, and submerging homes. The storm system has since weakened, but heavy rainfall is continuing. Low-lying Bangladesh is especially vulnerable to flooding and has seen frequent deadly cyclones. The authorities took over 500,000 people into shelters as Roanu hit. Now what if they brought this same agenda to America? I wonder where they would take Americans. I'll let you figure that out on your own. But it goes on to say, among those who died were a mother and daughter who were killed in a landslide in southern Chittagong district, which bore the brunt of the storm, AFP reported. Several ports have been closed and power lines are down across the country. That means no power. Hello. The full extent of the damage is not expected to be known until Sunday, which was today. So, and we know it's much worse than what they're actually reporting, but this is what they're showing you. And these are some of the pictures. I'll leave the link below so you can see it, but I'm trying to show you and get you to see that there's a lot going on and it's time to wake up and see the bigger agenda. What are they getting ready for? That is the question we need to be thinking about. And I'm here at Science Alert, and it says 5 islands have disappeared into the Pacific Ocean and 6 more are following suit. Now, I don't know if you all heard about this, but recently, a couple of weeks ago actually, 5 of the Solomon Islands have disappeared into the ocean and the sea thanks to rising sea levels and rising waters. Where do you think this is all coming from? Because HAARP and CERN plays a big role in all of this, and that's all I'm going to tell you. But they're of course going to keep blaming it on climate change. Oh, it's climate change, that's the reason it's happening. It's time to wake up and see exactly what's been going on. But I want to take you to one more place that's very interesting, because I'm telling you, nothing happens without a coincidence. Now, earlier in the video, I told you that 3 volcanoes just so happened to erupt on the same weekend in 3 different continents. Now, is it interesting that exactly 3 weeks ago from this past weekend that there were church burnings in 3 different continents as well? Very interesting and suspicious indeed. But I'm here at the New York Post, and it says, Serbian church head says string of fires could be a warning. A warning about what? Warning, what are they warning us? What are they trying to warn us? What are they getting us ready for? But it says the head of the Serbian Orthodox Church said Wednesday he finds it strange at best that 4 of the religion's sanctuaries went up in flames on the same exact day, and this was May 1st, exactly 3 weeks ago. Anything could be suspected, including that the fires were started on purpose and were not accidental, according to B92. Now, this is the part I really want you to pay attention to. It is strange that 4 of our Orthodox Christian churches burned at the same time on 3 different continents, he said. It's all symptomatic. We still don't know if it is some kind of warning and what kind and whether someone set them on fire in an organized way. Huh, 3 church burnings, interesting. Not to mention 3 volcanic eruptions in 3 different continents on the same weekend, just like this 3 weeks later. Very interesting and suspicious indeed. Please seek Yahuwah and his true son Yahusha, because it's only getting worse from here, and I hope you're seeing that with both your eyes open. It's only going to get worse from here. It's only going to get downhill from here, whether you want to believe that or not. But this is Truth Unveiled here saying Shalom.